Now, if you're serious about buying an e-commerce business, listen up, because the best deals are not on Empire Flippers or Flippa. Now, these are overpriced and sometimes overshot brands where they go to die. Now, the real value is in off-market deals, hidden gems that most people have never even seen. Because these businesses are often owned by people who are too burnt out, too distracted, or just don't realize the power that they hold. Now, you could have an e-commerce store that's already generating consistent revenue and profit, but for a fraction of what it would cost on the open market. No bidding wars, no brokers taking a fat cut, just direct access to a business with untapped potential, waiting for someone like you to scale it up. That's exactly what I'm gonna show you today. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to find these businesses, evaluate them, and approach the owners like a pro. So let's get into it. First, the reason why off-market deals are the best is pretty simple. There's no competition, no brokers inflating valuations, no bidding wars, just pure profit with a lot of upside potential. Now, you get access to brands that are running under the radar, sometimes owned by overwhelmed founders who are this close to calling it quits, but they just need a little push in the right offer. Now, that's where you come in. So how do you spot an e-commerce brand that's primed for acquisition? Here are the 4 biggest signs. Number 1, founder fatigue. The owner is exhausted, their customer service is slow, social media is dead, and they used to be active, but now they're barely even posting. These are signs they've mentally checked out. Number 2, plateauing sales. A business that's been making the same revenue for the past 12 to 18 months, that's an opportunity. And many founders, they hit a wall, but with the right strategies, new ad angles, better upsells, or influencer partnerships, you could scale where they couldn't. Operational bottlenecks. Now, if you notice shipping delays, slow website speeds, or negative customer reviews just piling up, it's a sign the business is struggling operationally. And this is gold for an acquirer who knows how to fix these issues. And last but not least, number 4, no clear brand direction. Brands that started as passion projects, they often lose focus. And if their product line is all over the place, their branding looks outdated or their messaging is inconsistent, they might be sitting on an untapped gold mine. Now, the $1 million question, where do you actually find these brands? Now, let me give you the top sources and exactly how to use them. Competitor ad libraries. Go to Meta Ad Library and look at brands in your niche. If a store was running ads 6 months ago but suddenly stopped, that's a red flag. It often means cash flow issues, ad fatigue, or a struggling owner. Screenshot their ads and check their website. If the branding and product quality are still solid, it could be a great acquisition target. Reach out and start a conversation. Facebook groups and Reddit threads. E-commerce founders love to talk shop in groups and forums, but these are also places where sellers vent when things aren't going well. Join groups like Shopify Entrepreneurs or subreddits like r/entrepreneur ride along. Search the keywords like burnt out, struggling with sales, or thinking of shutting down. When you see someone posting about challenges, that's your cue to reach out and explore an acquisition opportunity. Supplier connections. Now, this is one of the most underrated methods. If you have a relationship with manufacturers, ask them which brands have slowed down their orders. Suppliers have a front row seat to struggling e-commerce stores, and if a business is placing smaller orders or delaying shipments, it might mean that they're struggling with cash flow or demand. A simple ask like, hey, do you know any brands that might be looking for an exit? Can lead to gold. Okay, so you found a brand that looks promising. How do you actually approach the owner without scaring them off? Now, here's a step-by-step method. Warm up first. This is key. Now, if you come in cold asking, hey, want to sell your business? You're gonna probably be ignored. Instead, engage with their content. Comment on their post, buy one of their products, and leave a great review. Show them you're a real person and not just some random deal hunter. Start with a compliment. Your first direct message shouldn't feel transactional. Start with something like, hey, founder, I love what you built with brand, and it's clear you've put a lot of work in, and I really respect that. This puts them at ease. Ask open-ended questions. Don't pitch yet. Instead, ask questions that get them talking about their business. Try, what's been the biggest challenge in growing your brand lately? Most founders will open up if they're feeling stuck. Then you can introduce the idea of an exit. If they respond with struggles, now's your moment. And say something like, I've been looking at an e-commerce brand to invest in, and I think that you built something that has a ton of potential. And have you ever thought about stepping back or bringing in a partner to help scale it? Position yourself as a solution, not a buyer. Founders don't want to feel like they're being pushed out. Instead of saying, I want to buy your business, say, I'd love to explore ways to help you get a great return on everything you build. And maybe that means scaling it together, or maybe it's an exit strategy that works for you. Seal the first call. So if they're open about talking, your goal is to get a call. Say, I'd love to learn more about your journey with the brand, and let's see if there's a win-win opportunity here. Want to hop on a quick call this week? Finding off-market e-commerce brands isn't about luck. It's about knowing where to look, what signs to watch for, and how to approach owners in the right way. Do this right, and you can land an undervalued business that's just waiting for someone like you to scale it. And if you're serious about acquiring a profitable e-commerce brand, but don't want to spend months searching, negotiating, and optimizing on your own, this is exactly what we do at Trend Hijacking. We find, acquire, and scale high-potential brands for investors who want a hands-off way to own a thriving e-commerce business. So if you found this valuable, hit that like button, subscribe for more, and drop a comment if you want me to do a deep dive on due diligence before buying an e-commerce brand. I'll see you in the next one.